Miter saw stand stores in 3 pieces. I already have sawhorses. If you build some J-bait style sawhorses out of just some 2x4s, it'll cost you $40 to make this stand instead of the $30 it cost me. Here is the base to the miter saw stand. It sits there. The miter saw sits on this table right here. It has a wood base permanently attached to it. The 2 extension arms just bungee in place right there. The level will sit on top because I haven't built a place for that to sit yet.
The stand breaks apart into 3 pieces, so it's easy to store and transport. It's made out of 1 piece of plywood. It's easy to set up as long as you don't have help. So once you get the base set up on sawhorses or a table or whatever, the next part is to get the extension wings put in. After the extension wings slide into place, they are just held in under friction and leverage. I didn't want there to be any mechanical fasteners holding this into place to slow me down. I do need to wax them so they slide in and out a little bit easier. The saw just sets into place, and it's a nice snug fit, but it's not hard to get in and out. Once I get in, I just slide it until it's far enough back to give me a nice firm crosscut base. And here's the stand completely assembled. Sometimes I have to move the sawhorses out a little bit to get the arms to hold level, but I've got a few tweaks in mind for future versions of this to make that better.
It's not the sturdiest stand in the world, but I recognize it doesn't need to hold me up. The biggest thing I cut is a 2x12. So it does have a little bit of bounce to it, but that is fine. It's actually more sturdy than my old rolling miter stand was. So for 30 bucks, I think that's better than what I had. It stores in a much smaller footprint in the trailer, holds the new saw great and secure. I can come all the way out with the saw. It's still locked down right now, and I can push all the way down on the saw. So I can push all the way down and the saw doesn't tip over, which is good. My Craftsman was a little bit more front heavy, I guess, and it would tip over, but this one has enough weight in the back that it won't tip over. One issue I have is with the 60-degree bevel. When I'm coming over 60 degrees, I can't lock it down, but that's not really a problem. I don't need 60 degrees a lot, and when I do, I can just slide the saw forward a few inches and do that 60-degree cut and lock it down. Have a little overhang. I actually meant for this to be on the front to give myself more room for the saw to sit on, but that I can use to clamp on stop blocks if I need to. I didn't need a base running all the way across the fence. If I need a long support fence, I will attach a temporary fence right here that comes out about 4 feet. That way it's accurate with the saw, and that way I don't have to worry about getting these perfectly lined up every time. Like if this is kicked over a little bit one way or the other, no big deal. I think that's enough for this video. I'm happy with what it turned out. I think this design can be refined, and you could really do something really cool with it. But yeah, for 30 bucks, I like it. The new rigid miter saw review will be up shortly. I am gonna put it through the paces for about a month of pretty much everyday use before I do a review on it. I've had it 1 week now, and so far I'm happy. There are a few little quirks of a saw like any tool, but stick around for that, and once that video is up, I will link to it.